Hi, I'm Diane Dayton. We're at the 34th Annual Boscov Berks Jazz Fest right here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Backstage at Berks. Right now, Curtis Haywood. Thank you for taking time, Curtis.
Thank you for having me, Diane.
I just heard you for the first time down at Cheers Lounge. Man, oh man, the music was just so positive, so connecting, and as we are connected. And I think what you do, what I've at least started to ascertain, you like spirit to spirit, touching soul, touching heart, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, that's what it's about, isn't it?
That is the most basic concept of what music is. It's spirit to spirit, soul to soul, mind to mind. And then the deeper issues is bone and flesh. The divine healing that is inside of music is, oof,
Wow.
we don't have enough time.
Wow. Oh, you know, I'm feeling it even just talking to you with your spirit, with your sense of what you put forth. And I think that has so much magic in it, so much power in it. So I read that you slept with the trumpet when you were a kid.
Oh, you've been doing your research. Yes.
Yeah.
And because it stands out so, the reason why that stands out so much is because I'm of West Indian descent. West Indian parents are very structured, very strict, and there's no backlog. There's no negotiation. So the fact that I won that battle with my parents,
That in itself was magic, right? So how did you go from that to saxophone?
I started on trumpet. I went to drums.
Ooh, okay.
And then I ended up on saxophone. So thankfully enough to my dad, he was doing pretty much what every parent really is supposed to do, is exposing their child.
Yes.
To find the gift. So that's what he did, and I'm so thankful. So thankful. So ending up on the sax, it was off to the races.
Well, you found your voice.
Totally.
Yeah, that's for sure. So talk about recordings that you have.
I have 3 full recordings as a solo artist. My last CD in 2018 was called Summer Breeze, after the Seals and Croft song.
Yes.
Summer Breeze. That's the title of the song off of that. Prior to that is Smooth Ingredients.
Okay.
And that's all about the ingredients of smooth jazz. Smooth jazz has so many ingredients, from gospel to R&B to straight ahead, and it's all mixed in there. And my first CD was self-entitled back in 2007.
Okay.
Curtis Haywood.
Okay. You went to a really famous high school, didn't you?
Yes, I did, but I didn't get my piece of fame.
Well, you are now.
I went to the high school performing arts.
Yeah.
Fame, I want to live forever.
Yes.
So, and I came in right after they finished, because that was like 78-ish.
Okay.
And I came in 80. So I was Irene Cara, the lead. She was a senior, so I got to meet her, and still on her last year before she went out. Amazing experience. I got chosen when I auditioned. There were 5,000 auditions.
Oh my gosh.
And I got chosen like out of 300 out of 5,000.
Wow.
And our graduating class was only 100 kids. So you might as well said I went to private school, because I mean that's what a private school's ratio was. So amazing experience.
Wow. I mean, music just gradually embraced you, I think is probably a better word of doing it.
So
It embraced you.
it absolutely, and it was my saving grace. I was bullied as a child. My family was in a car accident, and I have a very long scar down the middle of my forehead. If you look closely, you'll see it. It actually goes literally to the edge of my eye. So my friends, they called me Choo Choo Train because the stitch marks look like train tracks.
Yeah.
They called me Lightning Bolt, Hatchet. So I was bullied thank God my music.
Oh yeah.
It
Saving grace.
totally saved me. So now, years later, when I run into my elementary friends, they're like, "Oh man, Haywood, we always knew," and I was like, "Well, y'all knew, but it was a shaky road for me."
Oh,
But
man.
because I soared in music, I was always a B, C plus student academically.
Yeah.
When it came to my music, I was the teacher's pet.
Wow.
So music, absolutely. And health-wise, I had asthmatic bronchitis as a child, painful. So the playing of the saxophone, I no longer suffered from asthma. By the time middle school came around, it's gone.
So wow, a physical healing as well.
That's why I went through the whole emotional,
Yeah.
being bullied, and
Right.
physical. Every aspect of my
Oh wow. So you are presenting that, and I believe you're helping to heal us as well.
Totally. I walk with an even balance. It's a constant balance of humility and confidence with the divine gift that's been put inside of me.
Philanthropy is important to you.
Yes.
Expound.
I've been to Africa, to Ghana, and I wanted to go back, but the pandemic shut everything down. I have 2 missions that I want to do in Africa. My primary care physician is from Ghana. He opened up the first medical school in Ghana, so I want to be able to help him. And there's another lady who helps orphans. I donate money from my CD proceeds. There's a song off of my first CD called Rain Song, and I take the proceeds. I've donated to Self-Help Africa, Feed the Children, and also a Haitian initiative after the all of the devastation
Yes.
that took place. So again, music is about giving. There's a divine healing in there that there's enough for everybody.
Yeah, there sure is. And I think after hearing you, I can't get enough. I want to hear more. So where are we going to hear you? Where do we find you playing?
Well,
You're based in New York, right?
Yes.
Brooklyn, is that right?
Yep, originally from Brooklyn, still in New York.
Okay.
In terms of connecting with my music, the quickest way
Yep.
is to say, "Hey Siri, hey Alexa, play Curtis Haywood," and it's
And there you go.
immediately right
Okay.
there.
All right.
Next would be any of the digital streaming platforms,
Okay.
such as Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, any one of those. And then if you really truly want to support me or the artist, you can go to Amazon and actually buy a hard copy.
Yeah.
That truly, whether people use CDs or not, that truly is how you support the artist the most, is to buy a physical CD.
Yeah. You have a website as well?
Yes, it is my name, CurtisHaywood.com, CurtisHaywood.
Yes, that test. Okay. And you also you're on social media?
Oh, absolutely.
Everywhere? kind of?
Everywhere, same name,
Okay.
Curtis Haywood. My Curtis Haywood page is the big page, and then I have Instagram as well, Curtis Haywood.
That's great. It's really a pleasure to meet you, because hearing you play, we were coming down the hallway and we just heard you and we kind of gravitated right in there. So it was a great experience to hear what you do and to be just in the same sphere with you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it really is.
Appreciate it.
Is there anything you'd like to leave us with before we wrap up the interview?
Well, you know what? That song, Rain Song,
Yeah.
it is both a physical prayer and a metaphorical prayer.
Okay.
Part of my proceeds that I donate goes to Ethiopia, that's been ravaged with famine. So that is a literal prayer for rain,
Yeah.
for countries who have suffered famine, and that's why I donate. And then for the public, my prayer is that rain would come in whatever area of your life that you have experienced devastation.
Wow.
That the seeds would bud and form, and new life emotionally, psychologically, especially coming out of COVID. But long since before COVID, since 9/11, Katrina, the devastation that has taken place in this country, that's my spirit, that in terms of bringing healing to the emotionally and psychologically devastated. I also used to be a mental health counselor.
Okay.
I've counseled and dealt with the severe mentally ill and chemically addicted.
Okay.
So I've had my hand deep in
Yeah,
the mix.
that makes sense. Wow. And bringing this all together with music too.
I cannot tell you how thankful I am that I have a drop of the divine healing that God has given. It is considered like the Kennedy Award, the highest, the Purple Heart, the highest award that man can give to people. There just simply aren't enough words to explain how grateful I am that he chose me to just put a drop of his divine healing.
Yeah. Well, you're doing it with the saxophone too. You really, really are.
Thank you.
I've got to ask because I told you I like your look. Is there a significance, or is this just your fashion statement?
I pay tribute to my mom.
Okay.
I lost her last year. She got her wings. She suffered with brain cancer for 2.5 years. But my mom, I got my drip.
Okay.
My drip
Yeah.
from mom.
Yeah.
Her fashion, basically, and my whole persona. When you see me on stage and you see me transform, as calm and serene as I am now, you see me on stage.
I have.
All of that comes from my mom.
Wow.
She would walk into a room. She wore neon pink, neon orange, neon green. It was not a color that she met. So when she walked in the room, you had no choice.
Wow.
And if you didn't see Mother Haywood, shame on you.
Yeah.
But she did it with grace and style.
Wow.
So I'm so grateful that
Yeah.
that she handed that on to me. So yes, my fashion statement, my drip, whatever you want to call it,
It's great.
totally to my mom.
Yeah, well, I feel lifted up just talking with you and having heard you and just being around you. So thank you for what you do and what you bring.
Thank you for your time.
Don't forget, Curtis Haywood.
Thank you.